A pleasant day, grade 4. It's English time once again. I know you are all excited with our new lesson. Have fun! I am Ma'am Abby, your English teacher. Today, we're going to tackle a new lesson, and it is all about the use of adjectives such as degrees of comparison and order in sentences. Before we proceed to our new lesson, I am going to read a story, so listen attentively. Two friends are talking to each other on the street. While walking, they see a boy wearing a thin shirt. Look, that's a nice thin shirt he is wearing. It feels comfortable in this warm weather, don't you think so? Oh, it's nice, but I really like a thinner shirt just like that one. That one feels snug and easy. Yes, but I think I'd go with that shirt he is wearing. Among the three shirts, the thinnest one feels the most comfortable. It's really warm here in our country. That is why we have to wear a thin and comfortable clothes. Well, the thinner and more comfortable we have, the better. But have you noticed something? Let me present to you the three sentences based from their conversation. The first shirt is thin. The second shirt is thinner. But the third shirt is the thinnest among the three. They used the underlined words thin, thinner, and thinnest to describe the shirts, and they also used the degree of comparison to describe them. This is what we are going to talk about in our lesson for today. It is all about adjectives and the degree of comparison. So what are adjectives? So it says here, adjectives are descriptive words and they are used to describe nouns. However, there are times when we don't want to just describe a noun by itself. Instead, we want to compare the first noun to one thing that is similar to it, but there's a difference between them. Describing the things around us is exciting if we know the appropriate words to be used in each description. We describe lovely things and we express ourselves using descriptive words. So here are the degrees of comparison. These are positive, comparative, and superlative. When we say positive degree, it is used when we are simply describing a noun. Example, the mango tree is tall. The adjective here is tall. So it is used to describe the noun mango tree and it is in the positive degree. On the other hand, comparative degree is used when we compare two nouns with one another. Example, the lanzones tree is taller than the mango tree. The adjective here is taller. Taller is used to compare the lanzones tree and mango tree. Therefore, it is in the comparative degree. The last degree is the superlative degree. It is used when we compare three or more nouns. Example, the pine tree is the tallest among the three trees. So here, we compared the pine trees with the mango tree and the lanzones tree. The adjective tallest is in the superlative degree. Now, let's have a drill. It says here, you have to identify the correct degree of the underlined adjective in the sentence. Are you ready? Let's go! Number 1. My mother is beautiful. Beautiful is being used to describe the noun mother. So what degree of comparison it is? Yes, you're right. It is in the positive degree. Number 2. The leg on the left is shorter than the leg on the right. So there are two things being described, the legs on the left and the legs on the right. So what degree of comparison it is? Correct. It is in the comparative degree. Number 3. Anna is the youngest among the three siblings. Youngest is the adjective being used. What degree of comparison it is? Fantastic! It belongs to superlative degree. Today, I am going to read a story about two sisters who realize that it is more important to agree than to have an argument. One day, as Remy was about to go to the market, she passed by an apple tree. She saw a lot of big and red apples. She called her sister Rose so they could pick up the apples together. As they were picking the apples, Remy showed off and told Rose that she had picked a big apple. But Rose said that the apple she picked is much bigger than Rose's apple. So Remy told Rose that she might have a bigger apple, but hers is the sweeter one. As their mother walked by, she heard the two fighting. Remy and Rose told their mother about their apples and how they were comparing them. She told them that both their apples looked big and sweet. She told them to stop fighting and taste each other's apples. That's when Remy realized that Rose's apple is as big as hers. And Rose also learned that Remy's apple is just as sweet as hers. They apologized to each other and they all went home. Did you understand our story? Now, let's have our comprehension check. The first question: who are the main characters in our story? Do you know the answer? You got it! The main characters in our story were Remy, Rose, and Mother. Number 2. What did Remy see on her way to the market? Do we have the same answer? Fantastic! Remy saw apples on her way to the market. Why did they start fighting? What's your answer? They were fighting because they were comparing their apples. Wonderful kids! It seems that you really understood our story. Now, let's learn more about adjectives. Adjectives are used to describe a noun in lots of ways, like its size, number, color, and so on. When several adjectives are used in a series, the order of adjectives is as follows: number, opinion, size, age, shape, color, origin, material, and purpose. So here's an acronym for you to be able to easily remember this series of adjectives. NOSASCOMP, such as number, opinion, size, age, shape, color, origin, material, and purpose. Can you say NOSASCOMP? Great! Example: the boys love to play under the tall green trees. Do the adjectives here arrange in its correct series? Yes, you're right. The adjectives here were arranged in its correct order. So, size comes first before the color. Another example: Muning has white, silky, soft fur. Do you think the adjectives here are arranged in its correct position? I heard you saying yes, and you got it. So the adjectives here were arranged in its correct order. So white refers to the color, and silky and soft refers to its material. Good job, grade 4. You are doing great. Before we end our session, let's have a practice. It says here you have to arrange the adjectives in the following sentences according to their proper order. Are you ready? Let's go! Number 1. The tailor cut the brown, long, smooth linen. Do you think the adjectives were arranged in its correct order? You are correct. The adjectives were not arranged in its correct order. So it should be: the tailor cut the smooth, long brown linen. The next one. She held a lovely big red rose. Do you think it is arranged in its correct order? Yes, it is already arranged in its correct order. So she held a lovely big red rose is correct. The last sentence, the bride wore a wedding white long gown. Is it correct? Fantastic! The sentence is not correct. The adjective should be long white wedding. So, it should be the bride wore a long white wedding gown. Congratulations! You are all fantastic! I hope you had fun learning our lesson for today. That's all for today. Thank you for watching and listening. Bye!